Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 3! We have just defeated the first three Robot Masters, Magnet, Heart, and Top Man, and now I'm moving on to Shadow Man, the ninja wannabe. Well, not ninja wannabe, he's an actual ninja robot. Frickin' ninja! Who would have thought? And he's also inside this... I have no idea what this place is, but whatever it is, it's filled with lava. Ow. And that's not good. Lava's not good. At least it can't hurt us, because it's in the background. Hey! Free energy! I got the top spin. Here's what the top spin does. It makes you spin, and it spins into guys to do damage. It's pretty terrible. But if we hop down here, it's Breakman again. Oh my god. And he's still doing his whole jump and shoot. You don't even have to jump, just slide under him when he jumps. Unless you're like me and you screw up there. Oh well. There's no energy balancer here, so I need to switch to the item that I want to refill. Wish this game had an energy balancer. It would be so much easier. And here's the gimmick of this room. These disco ball things here, like in Mega Man 2, will turn off the lights and create stars. But we learned from Mega Man 2 that we can get rid of holograms and deal with it. And then there's these walking bombs that'll explode when you shoot them. Not too difficult. Ow. Oh well. No need to take that guy down. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, so many jumping robots that are really hard to hit. There we go. There we go. Now this part's a little bit tricky. When you're gonna hop across the pit here, and then you're gonna have to deal with these parachute guys. But you can trigger them before you even jump across the pit, so do that first, otherwise you risk knocking into them and getting pushed into the lava. And that's not something you want to do. I mean, you could also use the magnet. You could also use the magnet missile if you really want to, but there's no need to. All you gotta do is fake them out by jumping across the pit and then turning back, and then take them down. Very easy. There's a few people that seem to have trouble with that, and it's understandable that you'd have trouble with it, but it's really easy to fix. Then, at the end of the stage, you have to deal with dragonflies. Yes, we're at the end of the level already. Can you tell these levels are short? But let's get the top spin equipped, which is the single worst weapon in the game to fight against one of the most difficult Robot Masters. You have to jump into Shadow Man and use top spin to damage him. But as you can see, that means I'm gonna get hit, and it's a war of attrition. Shadow Man's just gonna hop around, occasionally slide into you, and then toss ninja stars at you, which are the Shadow Blade, which is the weapon we get from him, as well as the Rush Marine, which we have very few uses for. But the Shadow Blade basically acts as a nerfed Metal Blade. So as you can see, there's going to be a few decent uses for that later on. Next up on the list is Sparkman, and Sparkman has my second favorite stage theme, has my second favorite theme in the entire game. Oh, baby. Yeah, I love Megaman music, what can I say? But we have yet another power plant stage that actually looks like a power plant this time, unlike certain other stages. Blackman! Sorry. But we got gears in the background that kind of look like the gears from Metal Man's stage, but it's actually the power plant stage this time. Yay! And you have to hold on a sec. Yeah, I'm using a wireless controller, and every once in a while it desyncs. Sorry. But anyway, you have to time your jumps between those lightning poles there. Not too hard. Now here's the difficult part of this stage. When you hop onto these platforms here, it's gonna rise up to the spikes. So you have to move fast, otherwise you're gonna die. Ow. Again, my controller seems to be wonking out. Maybe the batteries in my wireless are dying. They don't seem to be. I don't feel it. They don't seem like they are, but maybe they are. I don't know. I'm fine, though. Another thing about Mega Man 3 is that it seems a lot easier than Mega Man 2 in a lot of ways. I mean, look at all of the life energy that's just scattered across the stage. Oh, there goes my controller again, being wonky. There we go. Here's the Shadow Blade. You can toss it in 8 directions. Here's why it's a kind of a nerfed Metal Blade. It goes halfway across the screen and then comes back to you. So in a lot of ways it's a nerfed Metal Blade. You can't shoot it straight down, however, so it's not completely broken. You can fire it forward, diagonally, straight up, and that's it. And it doesn't have nearly as much weapon energy as the Metal Blade did. So yeah, so again, nerfed Metal Blade. Anyway, just shoot through this debris so that you can go down to this way. Now for the hard part. If you use the Shadow Blades here, it makes things a lot easier. Wait for these bolts to assemble themselves first before you jump across, otherwise you're going to risk getting hit. And getting hit's not a good sign. But it's Sparkman, and he's pretty simple. He hops around the stage. Oop. You heard that? That's just my computer. You just shoot him a bunch with the with the Shadow Blades, and he goes down in about 6 or 7 hits, and you get the Spark Shock, which is completely and utterly useless. Unless you're using it against the boss that's weak against Magnet Man, but as you can see, I've already defeated Magnet Man. So, yeah. Kind of a problem, isn't it? So let's go to Snake Man instead. There's no getting around it. You're always going to be fighting 2 bosses with Mega Buster only. Unless you start off with Top Man. I think Top Man is the boss you're supposed to start off with. That way you can... No, let's see. If you do Top Man, then Top Man, Shadow Man, Spark Man, Snake Man... Yeah. If you start with Top Man, there shouldn't be any boss that you can't damage yet. Or have to use Mega Buster for more than once. Anyways, Snake Man, as you can tell, is going to have a lot of snakes in his stage. The giant snake here you can easily take out just by shooting at it. Don't stand on its body, otherwise it's going to be really hard to jump. But again, the game designers seem to think you're going to have a lot of trouble here, and they give you a whole bunch of life energy to compensate. I'm not doing as good of a job as I usually do in this, but that's fine. I really don't mind that. You had those pole vaulting enemies, they're easy to deal with. You just slide under them. And more Hammer Joes, that's what these guys are called, Hammer Joes. And Mystery Tanks. What do I get? Oh, life energy, that's nice. Those Mystery Tanks can hold anything. They can have life energy, weapon energy, extra lives, energy tanks, sometimes even absolutely nothing. I'm not kidding. Sometimes there's just absolutely nothing in those mystery tanks. And we got another snake enemy here. Very easy to beat. You can also use the hard knuckle if you want. The hard knuckle will pretty much one-shot it. Oh, something I didn't say about the hard knuckle. You can kind of control it when it's in the air. When you fire it, you can hold up or down to guide it and such. And if you're not competent with your jump here, you can use the rush coil to jump across this pit. With the way my controller's been acting up, I'm not going to risk that jump. I'm sorry. But now we go into the second half of the stage, which is climbing up these towers. I don't quite get Snake Man's level design. It's kind of odd. And then we have these rising cloud platforms, which can be very glitchy. What you're gonna want to do, you want to jump before these cloud platforms reach you, otherwise they have a chance of pushing you off the side. So, do that. Trust me, you want to do that. And then you have these cloud missiles that are really irritating to avoid. What I do is I typically just wait for them to be on screen, and then I shoot them, and then either take them out if I have the chance, or just jump over them when they're charging at me. But now we are at Snake Man, and because I don't have his weakness, I'm going to have to go Buster only on this guy. What he's going to do is he's going to run in the center of the arena, and launch 2 Search Snakes at you, and then run across the screen. He's going to keep doing this. He won't always be in the center of the stage when he uses Search Snake, but all he's going to do is run left and right and occasionally shoot Search Snakes at you. You can use weapons on him if you want. Hard Knuckle's a bit too slow for my taste. And I don't think it actually does that much more damage. He should be weak to Spark Shock, but he's not. Actually, he's weak to Shadow Blade. Sort of. But he's not really weak to Shadow Blade. I'll tell you that right now. He's not weak to Shadow Blade. He just looks like it. Well, but with that, we got the Search Snake, which is also a kind of a worthless weapon, I have to say. And that actually took a little longer than I expected it to. I've been recording for about 16 minutes. Oh, what the heck. I'll go to Gemini Man. Might be a little bit of an extra long stage. But anyway, this is Gemini Man's stage, and he's apparently on the moon? Or something? I don't know. And the moon apparently has eyeball monsters that drop flames, as well as penguins. I don't know. I don't know if we're on the moon, or a meteor, or what, but we're clearly in space, even though there's no anti-gravity. So maybe we're not in space, maybe it's like an ice mine or something. Oh, wait, yeah, maybe it is a mine, because I never went into the story of this game, because the game didn't have an intro story. Apparently, from how the instruction booklet says... Hold on. Well, hello, Proto Man. What are you doing? Okay. But anyway, what the story of this game says is that after Mega Man defeated Dr. Wily in Mega Man 2, Wily learned the error of his ways and says that he wants to make up for his misdeeds by helping Dr. Light create a giant robot made for peacekeeping named Gamma. A giant robot for peacekeeping. Keep that in mind. And in order for him to make said robot, he needs these energy crystals. He needs 8 energy crystals to power up said robot. Who coincidentally have been stolen by 8 other robots. Oh, dang it, I wanted that extra life. And that is why Mega Man is out fighting these robot masters right now that are apparently being following the orders of this Breakman guy that we just ran into here. But we all know who Breakman really is. Anyway, this is getting kind of long, so I will continue this in part 3. See you